Yo, what it is, people? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds, No Filter. I am your host, Doggie Diamonds, and to my right, I got
Eternal_Mojo.
The real King Ether.
the real. He said that loud as hell. So So we all back. Us three is together again. Last week we had Koku here. Shout out to Koku. They was trying to gig on her wig and stuff in the comments and stuff like that, but whatever. So, what I want to talk about is a lot going on. I don't know if we a week late on this topic, but I still want to talk about the Alpo thing. Did y'all see the clip that came out?
Yeah, I saw it.
What you thought about it?
Damn. Okay. To be honest with you, I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
The reason why I don't have an issue with it is because the mob, like, they live their life after they snitch. After they, put a couple people in the grave and they go to Vegas, which is, what they've created, and they have tours where they show where they beaten and, where they done put in all their pain at. So I don't really have an issue with Alpo speaking his side of what he did. Mm-hmm. Now, do I agree with what he did? That's a different conversation.
Got you.
But as far as him putting it in a documentary, nah, I ain't got no problem with that.
What you thought?
I agree with Mojo for the most part. I feel like that shit's just weird to watch. You know what I'm saying? To see someone kind of like profess certain things that are deemed as quote unquote illegal or going against the quote unquote street code. That shit was just a little weird to me. You know what I'm saying? I think Mojo made a valid point in regards to how the mob chooses to make their past profitable. Predicated upon the organized crime that they committed. But I don't know, just to see my people do it, it's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, for me, I was like, first of all, it's an old clip. It happened a year ago. And we just love viral moments as a people. Like anything, I see sometimes they be showing, sharing the stuff on Facebook of Steele from Juice getting locked up for all that weed. And I look at it, and when you click the link, it'll say 2011 and something. It's like, This is old. So many people don't do research, nothing. A lot of people don't research. They take everything on face value or somebody popular say it, so it's law. With the Alpo thing, what he did was foul because he did it to his man, his homeboy. As far as him telling his story, I think he has to tell his story because if not, somebody else going to tell your story. Who's better to tell your story than you? And the story's already been told 1,000 times. We got Paid in Full, we got Game Over DVDs, but we never heard from him. We heard the story from the eyes of different people and the depiction of how they wanted to put him out there. Now, because he revealed something about the Rich Porter thing that I didn't know. I thought his man killed Rich Porter, and that was it. But he said his man shot him, but then he heard him make a sound, so he shot him again. So I'm like, dad, that threw a whole different spin on it. It's very spooky and eerie though.
Yeah.
For him to go, just drive down this block right here and make this turn and this where I had his body. It was right about here. It was just very graphic, and I think a lot of people were mad at Troy Reed, the person who gave him the platform to do that. But Troy Reed started this lane. If I can take credit for certain things of starting, Troy Reed definitely could take credit for that whole gangster narratives of what dudes did in the streets. That's Troy Reed. That's the first time I've ever saw a DVD with these gangsters and these street dudes telling their street tales or the stories being told was Troy Reed. So it just made sense for Alpo to go back to Troy Reed. Now, in 2019, we have a lot of these old guys getting on platforms now talking about what they did and, I cut this dude in jail and I had booked him for 2 bricks and all of that. Everybody is telling their story. That became the new wave of telling your story. Me personally, my people keep saying to me, do a documentary. But I be like, nah, it's certain stuff I don't want people to know about me besides this entertainment thing. I don't really want to talk about nothing from the streets. It's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. A lot of people get clout. A lot of people get recognition and attention or a certain view of them. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to have a tough, I ain't no joke. yo, in 1997, I stabbed 64 dudes playing after I played GoldenEye. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many reasons for why people want to have this image. I don't want that for myself.
It's just ego.
It is ego. But this is what, but it's viral, it's ego, and it gets the most views.
Yeah.
People, we just love those old war stories. We love it. We gravitate towards it. So when Alpo did it, I looked at it like this. See, always think from a business standpoint. I said, yo, what if they was trying to shop the Alpo movie to somebody, and they in the, you know, maybe the studios was like, well, we already did Paid in Full. You know, it did moderate success. It's a cult classic, but it probably wasn't no box office smash. The Game Over DVD that Troy Reed did with AZ, that's, you know, a cult classic, but DVDs is obsolete. What if they was like, no, we don't want to do it. It's not going to garner any attention. So they put the trailer out, and it went viral. If that, he got his deal now though.
Yeah,
they definitely cut him a check and said, look, your story is worth something. You know, so as far as him, what he did, how he handled Rich, I couldn't do that to none of my people. Hopefully none of my people would do that to me. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we in a time, man, when you foul, because if I watch somebody do something foul to somebody else, it's only a matter of time before they be foul of me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I know you a scumbag, I can't be like, yeah, he a scumbag, but he ain't gonna never be a scumbag to me. No, I don't think I'm that exempt. So a lot of times, even in these streets right now, dudes watch dudes snitch and be like, yo, but he ain't snitch on me though. And they still rock with them.
Right.
But then it's only a matter of time before he snitches on you, because you know that's what they do. So if somebody is a cold-blooded killer, callous killer, go in the house and tie up the kids and everybody and kill the kids, and you know that about them and you rock with them and you love them for that, yo, when they come at you, you can't be surprised because it's just in them to not care. You know, and I think with this street thing, we got like some unwritten rules that everybody breaks. It just depends on who is convenient for. It depends on who broke it. And for some people break it, they get justification.
Yeah.
Some people break it, it's like, nah, but you can't do that though. That's foul. It's like, yo, it's all foul. Everything that we do pertaining to this underworld of these streets has been foul. Selling crack to your man's moms is foul. Getting domed from your man moms for crack is foul. And dudes do that. Or his baby mother, or chicks selling their kids to dudes for income tax money. Like, we done seen the most foulest things take place, and then we just trying to have like a moral compass on what's foul. It's already foul. So once we go certain limits, we can't put a barometer on. Nah, but that's fouler. Yeah. You know, no, that's the foulest though. Because once you foul, that's why I try to live my life a certain way where I'm not foul. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing foul, because when I see people living foul, I just, like I said, I don't like my chances of, I know it's coming towards me one day. You know what I'm saying? So what Alpo did for that immediate click crew, I can see they hurt. You know, for those that knew Rich, Alpo, AZ, Rich's sister, Pat, his mother, that crew, I can see why they would be hurt, because they was crew. But for me on the outside looking in, I'm like, yo, if dude was a greaseball, he just doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? So he look at it like, yo, he's sitting in the crib like, yo, people really eating off of telling these old, I got the craziest stories ever.
Right.
Let's do it. So, you look at it, it was lined up nice. He got picked up, and he just, it's just, he told a messed up story in a beautiful way, though. Like, because he was dipped. He came out like a condo, had a car service and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Presentation was definitely
the presentation was everything, but it was foul, though. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's interesting to me, and I still relate back to this whole mob thing, because that's where everybody's getting their, I guess, codes, or just the way how they move. The mob, like, it didn't matter if it was father and son. Like, you could have got killed as well. You understand? So that lifestyle in general, you see how we're saying like, oh man, that was his homeboy. Nah, the mob it could have been family. Because remember, a lot of that stuff is through the bloodlines. And it could have been your father was playing the game, or you could have had to take him out.
But look,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, not to cut you though, right? Alpo allegedly killed Rich Porter. It was business, right?
Yeah.
The mob is all business. It's never personal.
That's a fact.
So they go sit down. They have a meeting and say, "Yo,
somebody got to
he
go.
messed up $6 million. You know, I can't move on him. He's a made man. He's a boss.
Yeah.
Could I move on him? Nah, go ahead." And then they sanction it.
Yeah,
and then
no
it's
matter
just like,
who it is.
Look, because when we think about it, John Gotti got into power how? He killed Paul Castellano.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Paul Castellano was the boss of all bosses. He killed him, and so it's like, yo, John Gotti, he didn't rat, he stood tall, but yo, he killed this boss though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we sit down and we take these guys and we put them on pedestals and we make them the catalyst for what we should be, and no snitching and omerta and all this other stuff, but they break all those codes. You know what I'm saying? And dudes take on the names. You know, every mob name.
I've seen it on Facebook.
It's a rapper with that name.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's always been sensationalized. So it's like, you know, is Alpo foul? Yeah. But
he's foul.
when wasn't he though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
no morals. Yeah.
I mean, can we necessarily deem it as foul? Because that is a part of that comes with the streets. It comes with it. You feel me? So to say that whether it is or is not foul, that means he would be operating out of the confines of what the streets entail. No, that's what the streets is. It ain't foul.
It's like the
all
lion.
is fair, love, and war, like they say, right?
The lion ate the gazelle and his kids. That's foul, bro. That's what lions do.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, I'm not a street person, so me looking at it is like, all right, that's foul to me.
Yeah.
But to other dudes or to people who live that way, it's just like, that's a part of the game.
Yo, but you know what's crazy too? I think what I hate about viral moments on the internet is that you have a people who never been in the street, who's not street, who's internet street. Because you know they got a term called YouTube streets now. You know what I'm saying? Which bothers me because YouTube is not the streets. But anyway, people have comments on stuff based off of how they personally feel, but not knowing how the game go. You know, so it's like they talk about who's a snitch and all that, and it's like, yo, man, if you're a civilian, why you care about stuff like this? Like, when it don't pertain to me and my lifestyle, I don't got nothing to say about it.
What if you bear witness to street stuff?
You still not a part of it though. What you bear witness to and what you're a part of is two different things. Man, I done watched movies where Arnold Schwarzenegger killed 20,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Because in the hood, we all bear witness to street stuff.
I think there's levels to it though. I think like there's bear witness, like, you know, when passing out, I seen the rub, you know what I'm saying? I seen somebody get pat down, I seen somebody get snuffed.
You kept it moving, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying in general, but I'm saying like me and my brother, we was raised around those type of people. Like it could go down any and every day that we with those people.
Where you from though?
I'm from Flatbush.
All right. That is the culture of your neighborhood.
Yes, but I'm saying like
we got people in rural Nebraska now talking different. About that's Alpo and you know they not. Come on, man.
The only reason why I'm saying that, bro, is because somebody's watching this is gonna comment somewhere down here and say, yo, those two guys, they speak like that, or that makes it not street, but it's just like if you only knew the people that I've been raised by or the people that, you know, I've been around, like that was all day, every day.
But you know what though, I never glorify anything that I've done in the streets, and I've been out there active doing, I did what I did, whatever. I think a lot of time is documented off a dude's jail. Right. They want to be like, but I just didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying? I got caught for some, but I didn't get caught.
Right.
So that doesn't, but there is no, listen, that's the problem too. There is no degree of who's more street. That's not nothing to brag about. I think we brag about, I used to get busy. I shot up the block before. But why do we keep taking these narratives and making them you at the cool table now because you kill your own people, or you sold crack to your own people, or you you used to rob chicks, or yo, I ran off on a plug. Like, we keep taking these stories and glorifying it like it's cool, man. Anybody, yo, you know, sometimes, keep it real with y'all, sometimes in retrospect, when I was going through like some of my changes and you know, with depression and all that, yeah, I was thinking about some of the stuff I used to do. And that bothered me to where I'm like, yo, man, I remember one time I took this chick earrings, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the time of being out there, that's just the thing to do. I remember I patted this dude's pockets. I remember I was in Midtown, but the remorse and the man, when you grow and develop into manhood, you start saying, man, that was foul, man. So that's why I don't be sitting here like, I ain't gonna front, man. Yo, I just don't like that because, yo, it's not cool, man. It's nothing cool about it. The only thing with Alpo is they made it cool to talk about it. So the cream of the crop, yo, he's the founder of all the foulness. I mean, they got the preacher story, they got the Alpo story, they got all of these stories about these guys who put in street work. Even Funk Master Flex was interviewing some of the dudes who used to be out there putting in street work. Look at the views on that. Why wouldn't the man cash in? It's all about the views. Look, everything is about the views. Yeah, that's all people care about is views, right? Whether it's the views, the number, or the viewpoint of how they see it. That's all people care about is views. The narrative and what you're saying don't even got to be right and exact, as long as it got views. We see people doing something strange or just doing outside of what we would deem to be right and exact for views. Mm-hmm. Like I'm starting to see people do stuff like, yo, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, but people are doing it for views. Everybody's trying to get their moment. So if it's the Doggie Diamonds life story and I have to tell my story, and whether you feel like I robbed that girl for her earrings and that's foul, if that's a part of my story, I'm going to tell it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really rob no girl for their... Just for the record, I didn't rob no girl for their earrings. I never robbed a woman in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I think honestly, we at the point where everybody will say anything at the right price.
Yeah.
You know, every story can be bought at this point. You know, there's no code of conduct like, yo, we did this, we did that, but that's between who it happened to and who did it.
Yo, OJ wrote a book called If I Had a Did It. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it was over from there.
There is, listen, what we knew as MVP, morals, values, and principles, only some of us is upholding that. And we look crazy. We look bitter. We look old. Because people are like, yo, you really got morals? You better get this money. Because look what people are doing. You know what I'm saying? And when I speak like this and when I say stuff like this, I look at the reaction of people and they like, yo, you always complaining. But it's like, yo, don't y'all see what's going on? Like, this is normal to you? You know what I'm saying? Like everything that people are saying and doing is becoming normal because it's becoming moments that everybody's talking about it, but nobody is saying, oh, that's dumb, just cut that off. It's like, no, well, I just look at it like, or my perspective is like, yo, nobody cares about what you think about that because that's not even important enough to have a perspective on. So we giving Alpo y'all giving him the green light to tell a story? I'm
not giving him any green light to do anything. I'm saying that if we gonna let the mob tell their life stories, you know, many years later, then I don't see what's wrong with him doing the same thing.
Yeah, you agree with that?
Yo, it is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is.
Everybody watched it, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. No matter what we say, like you said, based off of the morals, values, and principles that we uphold, yo, it's entertainment, and everybody wants to be entertained.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it don't matter who says it, how they say it. Just know that when Tekashi come out, he gonna do it big. Yeah, he gonna do it big. So
because everybody's gonna want to see the show.
Everybody's gonna want to see it. Everybody. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So all right, let's move on. Nipsey Hussle, Did you know that Nipsey Hussle, if you put the name, I'm giving y'all some free game. If you put Nipsey Hussle in the name of your title of your video on YouTube, it's just not gonna get monetized. Did you know that? You can't talk about him. So if y'all look and see his name is not in there, that's why. If you see abbreviations and stuff, yeah, you can't monetize it. But
you could put stuff like neighborhood Nip.
yeah. Make sure you click subscribe to this on iTunes. Go to radio.com. Download the app. It's free. You can hear the podcast on there. You can see the video on YouTube. YouTube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. Until next time. Peace.